Welcome to the Creator Spotlight here on the Spotlight on Fightful. I'm Steven Jensen, joined as always by Jeremy Lambert, and our guest today is a returning guest. He is the PWM Junior Heavyweight Champion. He's done a lot since he was on here last. We're going to get into all of that today. We are joined by Vinny Pacifico. Vinny, thanks for joining us again, man. Good to see you.
Thank you for having me. How you guys doing?
Good. Awesome. We appreciate it, Vinny.
Two handsome men.
Oh, thanks, Vinny. We appreciate it.
I feel awful. I've been sick for like a week now. I'm glad Jensen did the intro because otherwise we would have had to re-record. I was coughing through that entire thing there.
Still doing it.
Oh, well, Vinny, it's been rough.
Yeah. How you been since we talked last? I mean, it's been a while, but I see you like you've really blown up on social media since we talked last. You're like, I mean, I just feel like I talk to you more often than ever, like through DMs and whatnot. But like, it's been a while since we recorded anything here.
I miss you, yeah.
So, yeah, how have just things been, and to kind of let people know, like, you know, since last time you're on here?
Things have been very, very busy. Luckily, you know, I always believe the busy is great. You know, I have a new saying I made up. I'll get to that in a little bit, but I always believe busy is good. Staying busy is one of the most important things you can do in wrestling. You know, if you're never bored or you're never doing nothing, that's the key in wrestling. I feel like you should always be doing something, whether it's podcasts, media, inquiries, promos, matches, everything, like gym, constant work. And lately that's what I've been doing. You know, I'm in the gym twice a day lately, preparing for some really big things coming up that I have. I'm flying a lot every week, pretty much. It's just been constantly grind. And I'll tell you what, it's the best in the world. You know, I'm blessed with some amazing opportunities, and I'm very happy to be in the spot that I'm in right now. And I only want more. I always want more and never satisfied. So I'm ready to keep going.
Well, I don't know if you want to jump right into it because, like, I mean, you're kind of mentioning like you got some big opportunities coming up. Is there anything you want to talk about right now?
So I can't get fully into it because I was told not to. But I have a opportunity coming up where the Power Punch brand can be brought to a new audience that can catapult my career in ways unimaginable. It could change my career like in an instant. It's the craziest thing that I have ever been offered, and I'm very grateful for it. No, I didn't sign a contract, but it's something that something that really is special, and it's something that is different, and not many people get the opportunity to do these things. So I am so grateful for it. I'm ready for it. I'm hustling every day of my life, getting in the sickest shape possible for it as well. And yes, that's something that's been a big. So I like to have deadlines and like goals and types of things to look forward to. So I want to have a certain body fat percentage by this date, or I want to look like this by this date. And I love having those goals like that because it keeps you focused. You know what I mean? Every week I have a different goal, you know, whether it's to put up a new set of weights, do this amount of cardio, get this much body fat down. It's always something. And that's how I feel I've been progressing in general for myself.
Man, I'm looking forward to it. You got that's quite the teaser, saying it's like a life-changing potential. So I'm pulling for you, man. I hope you know, I hope we're able or you're able to, you know, announce whatever that is soon. I hope it all goes your way, man. That's awesome. And it's good to see the hard work get rewarded, man. You're grinding. I see you constantly post on social media. You're always tagging in the tweets. You're putting the videos together.
Promos. It's promos, man. It's so important. You know, it's just, I feel you're at a show and you want to get content for your character, your brand. Take advantage of every moment you have while you're there. You know what I mean? Whether it's networking with people or asking advice, getting feedback from people, or it's just getting content. You know, it's just if you're at a wrestling show, you could do so much more than just wrestle. You know what I'm saying? There's so much you could do. There's so much, and I feel like there's infinite opportunities with my character that I've been very grateful that I've had this character, because this character has gotten me where I am. You know, before this, I was just, you know, I think I don't know if we when I met you, I was who I am now, but was I?
Yeah,
you were definitely. Yeah, you were.
Yeah, you were. Sorry, go ahead, Jeremy.
You were doing the energy drink stuff, but you obviously didn't have the sponsorship and everything before then, before we talked to you way back then. So
you were before Bang.
Yeah. We were before like anything. Yeah.
We were rallying for the idea of you getting a sponsorship.
Yes.
It's been so long, damn. No, so I've been on the weeds, and I just keep.
Yes.
No, so
well, that's Jeremy's other show, so it makes sense that you've been on camera with Jeremy more recently than we've been on together. So,
yes. So, Bang happened, which was one of the biggest things that happened to me. Grateful for them. It was awesome. And again, I love my time with Bang. Bang did a lot for my career. Sadly, it came to an end quick because of a lawsuit they had. So, and then the day after, or the week after, G Fuel got me, like 3 days after that span of the contract ending, G Fuel signed me. And G Fuel has been so cool to work with. They're so much fun. They're so cool. They're so supportive. And they get me. They get the character. Bang was different. Bang was more so just very strict in terms of like, okay, we want to make money, and like, here's sponsorship, but like, but G Fuel is more like along the lines of, let's make content together. Let's grow together. Let's do these cool things together, which is like really cool for a brand to be this invested in me. And so I'm so blessed to have G Fuel on my side. And I just love the brand. They have such good flavors. What do you say? Sorry.
Oh, I didn't say anything yet, but I will say I've known about. I believe what you're saying about G Fuel because I became aware of them years ago because of their sponsorship of like gamers and YouTubers and stuff, and they would get really behind like the brand of like a specific YouTuber or gamer. So they've always been kind of on my radar in that kind of space. So it doesn't surprise me to hear that like when you partnered up with them, they were like, oh, cool. Like we're going to actually like, we will work together to make your brand bigger together.
Yes. And it's something that benefits both of us because I'm a wrestler. I'm not a gamer. I'm not a streamer. Although I want to give them the respect of starting to game and stream because I feel like they gave me the opportunity to be who I am and be the wrestler that I am, that I feel like I should at least lean into their world a little bit. And I think my fans would probably enjoy me gaming. I think it's just hilarious if I play a game. I play games sometimes. Me and Cheeseburger and Eli Isom play Dead by Daylight. And I'm always yelling at the screen, getting scared because the game is scary. So I feel like I could be really funny behind the camera playing a game. But I just haven't had the time to play games. But I definitely want to get into that realm with them for a little bit and see how that works. Because, again, they took me in as a wrestler. They have the wrestlers. So it's like they stepped into my world and gave me the opportunity. I should at least step into their world and at least give them that back. So that's something I'm going to work on soon. I have to get a headset. I got to get a computer to do all these things. But I'm going to probably do that just again, to give the respect. And also, I think it's cool that fans probably see me play games. I'm pretty good at Dead by Daylight and Madden. And I think I could probably start playing again.
Even the games that you're not good at are more entertaining if you're streaming and things like that. I mean, look, the Twitch hit like an all-time high during the pandemic when wrestlers had nothing else to do but Twitch stream. And some wrestlers have continued on to continue with Twitch, and others it kind of fell off because they just got busy and everything. But I think Twitch is a good next step for you and your brands. And with the G Fuel partnership, I will attest to the drinks. I'm not paid by G Fuel. I did get the free shipment. Vinny hooked me up there.
Steven, I got you soon. Steven,
I'm about to say, I know, I've been waiting, man. Vinny's been saying for months. He's like,
so
man, I got you.
I'm waiting for mine. So there's new ownership. So there's literally they have new ownerships. So it's hard to ask for things like I used to. So I don't want to I wouldn't lose it, but my manager.
I understand, Vinny. It's okay. It's totally fine. But no, for what it's worth, Vinny, we're not joking. Like we have receipt DMs that go back months of Vinny, like, dude, I'm trying to get you some G Fuel. and I want to try it. I've known about this stuff forever, but I've actually never drank it before. I really want to try it. Yeah.
All the flavors. I'm not a big energy drink person. Sorry, Vinny. Like it's just not always. I'm a coffee person more than energy drink.
I got you.
Person. These flavors are good though. I like the blue ice. I really enjoyed, and then the gummy fish, which tastes
blue
basically.
Ice? Which one's that?
Oh my gosh, it's like a blue.
Is it blue slushy? Mega Man?
Yes, the blue slushy. Yes.
That one's really good. Okay.
Yeah, it's called like the blue ice can though. I swear this is a thing. I'm not.
Yeah, no, I think so too.
Okay, all right. I know I'm not making any of this stuff. Maybe I am. It's a blue something. It was really good.
Yes.
The basically the Swedish fish flavor was very good as well. We've talked about the Tetris block flavor, which is
I love that
really
one.
good.
It tastes like blocks. And I went to a show recently, I think in North Carolina, and Angelina Love is like with Fodder, and me and Fodder go way back. So we're hanging out, and I'm like, yo, this energy drink. And they're like, oh, what flavor is that? I said, oh, Tetris. And they're like, Tetris? And I'm like, yeah, it tastes like blocks. And they were like, okay, Vinny. Like, they had no idea. But if you try it, it tastes like blocks.
Yes, you'll know. You will know when you try it.
Yes.
Well, speaking of fodder, I have been provided multiple tubs of Black Magic. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
I'll say this: Black Magic is good shit.
Dude,
the
fruity whirls, however you say it, the Fruit Loops protein is the ones that I like.
How's that?
Really good. Really good.
They have good flavors.
Jensen was getting jacked for a while there.
He was doing
push-ups and everything.
Yeah. I'm gonna get back on the push-ups for New Year's, but I took a month off for the holidays. I've been doing nothing but eating and spending time with family and watching football and wrestling. But yeah, no, I got in a good routine. Between like the to be full transparency, that I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. I'm just honestly using it. Was the Black Magic legitimately coincided with me getting in better shape. I was taking it and I was doing. I started at like 10 push-ups a day, and I got up to like I was an average of probably about 200 or so a day for a while. And it's one of those things where like it was just like it definitely helped me like recover, and so I could do it every day and not be like super sore every day. That was the main thing for me. And I think that deters a lot of people from working out, is like they get sore and they're like, oh, I don't want to do it today. But if you're not sore, you're like, oh, I'm still feeling good. I can keep doing this day after day, and it's not a problem.
Yep.
Speaking of, I know you were in the gym for
I want to. This is all I care about.
No offense. Go ahead, Jeremy. This is perfect for you. Yeah, this is perfect question for Jeremy. Go ahead.
So you went to the gym yesterday, for New Year's.
Oh, okay. Yes.
So let me set this up. Your first tweet was, the gym might be crowded today, so choose kindness, help someone if they need help, offer words of encouragement, help each other out. We all started somewhere. And this was tweeted at 11:19, and then at 1 o'clock, so a little less than 2 hours later, okay, so someone took a shit on the gym floor.
Yep. So
Happy New Year.
Okay. Here we go.
Happy New Year. Yes.
Happy New Year. Yeah. Right. Oh my God. So I go to the gym in the morning. I go to the parking lot. It wasn't packed. I'm like, oh wow, this is great. I was thrilled. I did eat a little more than I should have had on New Year's Eve. And so I wake up. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm feeling pretty good. Let me go to the gym. And so I go to the gym. The parking lot looks great. I go in the gym, up the stairs, my bag. I open the door and it's packed. And I'm like, wow, this is bad. But I mean, not bad in the sense of like, I don't want no one there. It's just like, I want to have my machines, and it's packed pretty more than usual. So I'm doing my workouts, doing my warm-ups, whatever. So I take CMOS, right? It's a very good supplement you could take. It's very healthy for you, helps your body recover really well. So I take the CMOS, but CMOS is full of fiber, right? Which is, makes you shit. It wasn't me. I'm just telling you this is it almost was. So I had the CMOS, and then I had the pre-workout. So I'm like, oh my God, I gotta go to the bathroom, right? Bad. So I go to the bathroom, and right before the entrance to the bathroom is a pile of shit, and then like footsteps of shit after it.
Oh,
yeah.
No.
And so I didn't go. So needless to say, I didn't go in that bathroom. I didn't go. I was like, okay, this is disgusting. It smells terribly, and I left. So I have to take shit. I have to go to the bathroom. I have fiber, and I had pre-workout. I have to go to the bathroom. So I went to, there's a Planet Fitness like a mile away. So I went there instead. I go take a shit. I was going to add this to my tweets, but I just didn't because it was just too much. I go take a shit, and there's no toilet paper.
Oh, double whammy.
Oh, yeah. This sounds very okay. So, I mean, I don't know if What happened next? You had no
I
toilet
was
paper.
fine. I asked somebody if they could give me a roll of paper towels.
Dude, I'm more concerned about what happened to the first guy who like had to have had some sort of like photo finish and then like stepped over it, like through it, like on his way out. How the hell did that happen? That sounds
horrible.
Like that guy, like did that guy just like run the hell out of the gym? Like no one saw him?
I would never, if anyone saw me I would never show my face in that gym.
Never again.
Like if I got identified by one person who knew that was me, you would not see me there ever again.
It was just, I don't know who it was. It was just, I wasn't taking a chance stepping over it. You know what I mean? No thanks.
Yeah.
But yeah,
especially if there was already tracks. There's
no, there's whole tracks. I just love how it was like it was this motivating, like everyone get out there and like be kind to one another on the first day of the year, and like there's gonna be new people. I think I saw like other wrestlers, maybe even fodder, like talking about like on Twitter, like there's gonna be new faces in the gym, new people aren't used to being at the gym. Like be nice to everyone. Like no, they might be their first time. Respect people. Blah blah blah. And then it's just like that. Well. That's why people can't get nice things right there, you know?
Yeah, this is why we can't. This is why we can't have nice things. This is why, because people want to not use toilets.
All right. Yes, we had to ask about that. That was the only question I came to ask. Good talking to you, Vinny. Good talking to you, buddy. Let's talk about your trip. Let's talk about your trip to Japan. Yes. What was that experience?
I got some. Okay, so I show up. I fly in. They bring me out to a restaurant, right? I thought it was Ribera. It wasn't Ribera. Like they said, "Oh, we're gonna surprise you." I'm like, "Oh, cool, okay." Steakhouse. Oh, wow, great, sounds good. So we go to Mr. Danger's Deathmatch Legend Steakhouse, and I met him, and he gifted me with these dope ass cards.
That's tight.
My welcome gift. Wait. Yeah,
I love that. I'm a collector. I'm a card collector and an autograph collector. So this is very, very cool to me.
Yeah, he goes, "Hey, this is for you. Welcome to Japan." I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. So cool. Great experience.
Yeah, that's amazing. Oh, that's so cool. So cool.
It was wild. 3 matches. Tell you what. The Power Punch character in Japan is so different, I feel, than anything, because they reacted bonkers to my drink spot. They were like, get the they were really wanting to get the drink. You know what I mean? They were like really egging me on.
You had like the vest, like
not to Japan.
Oh, you didn't bring that to Japan?
No, I brought it to Japan. So I had my box shipped out there, right? I had G Fuel shipped out there months ago, like earlier this year. I'm like, hey, I'm booked in Japan. Ship this out so they get it. I want to do my G Fuel stuff. I want to also maybe do a promo out there, something, you know, or like promos. And like they also do we also filmed some backstage content. You know, after the matches, the press conference, you sit down. You know what I mean? I wanted to have a bunch of drinks for that.
Of course.
So for some reason they didn't get the drinks. But for me being smart for once in my life, I brought like 5 G Fuels in my carry-on. And so I had some drinks for the match. I didn't have any to, you know, do much with. But yeah, it was very, very good. Worked for Just Tap Out on the Taka Michinoku. He was great to work for. And the locker room was great. Everyone's very welcoming in Japan. Everyone's very cool. Giving out food too. Like, oh, here's a snack. Here's like a snack for you guys. You know what I mean? Very, very nice. It was just a great experience. We wrestled in First Ring, which is like a legendary arena in Japan, Tokyo. Shinkiba. And it was just really fun. And the best experience of my life, I would say. You know, not only the wrestling, more than that, the people. People are nice. People are welcoming. People want to support any way they can. And that's something that is a beautiful thing to see in wrestling. And there is there in America, it is. But in Japan, it just felt so different. It just felt natural. You know what I mean? Yeah. And they loved the character. They loved, like, I did some, obviously, what they like in like the rest of the match. You know what I mean? I did a bunch of stuff that they do like in Japan in terms of wrestling ability and wrestling technicality. but including the energy drink stuff and, you know, the hookups and all that stuff, they really love that. And I feel like a way that I've avoided or trying to avoid being typecasted as like a comedy guy, which I'm not so much a comedy guy. I have charisma and I could be really funny, but I could also really wrestle. So I try to make sure all my matches have really good wrestling in it. And then they include a slight part of the energy drink. You know what I mean? So I try to avoid always being typecasted a certain way. So I tried, and also it forces me to grow in a way where I have to sit and think of other ways to use my drink in the match. And that's something that puts a challenge to me. And every match it's challenging, and every match I find something different to do. And that helps me grow, helps me learn, helps me adapt to things. You know what I mean? It's just, this character has been the biggest blessing to happen to me. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so different, something that I could really grow and have been growing. As you could see, starting off, holding the drink in my hand, right? That's the evolution of Power Punch. Come entrance to the drink, yay, right? Later on, come out with the belt, with the drinks in it, right? And now I evolved to the vest with 12 drinks in it, right? So it's like, there's so many ways to evolve this character and so many ways I could make it better, make it different, make it stand out more, make it different vibes about it. Maybe be a heel one week. You know, there's just so much you could do. And it's just that the opportunities and the way you could do things is infinite. You know what I'm saying? The promo ideas, infinite. So it's just been such a wild ride, you know, thinking of ideas, thinking of like having to be innovative about things. That to me is what's important. That to me is what makes me different. You know, if I did the same thing every match with the same drink spot, it would be boring after a while, you know? But if you use a different way, maybe grab the drink, duck something, get hit with the move, drop the drink, you know, and then do something, and then finally there's just so many different things you could do that make it special, in my opinion.
I'm trying to think of all the, like, how to one up like each one of these things you're talking about. Like, you got the vest already, and it's like, are you gonna like an entire like keg full of G Fuel like on your back, like a backpack or something? Or
yeah, it's hard.
Yeah,
I do have I've worn one of my promos with Crowbar. That one did really well. I had like a can costume. I was a can, right? I could do that in a match. That'd be more of a comedy match, but I could do it. You know, I have the can or my entrance. So that's another thing I could do. I just don't know what's next in terms of my look. I mean, I'm probably gonna get an entrance jacket eventually and stuff like that. But I think the vest and the belt are my money right now, and they're still fairly new. So I'm gonna use it, and then I'm sure I could evolve something else very soon.
What's been the reception from the other wrestlers that you've done a lot of these like the skits and stuff with? Because I think they're funny, they're clever. I mean, even something as little as like you'd had the one with Fall of Ba where like the beginning of it, like you scare each other, like you go up behind him and like you both yell, and like even that alone, I was like, that's so fun. Like, this is funny. Like you and EC3, like both of you being like almost like one upping the other on like the level of energy and stuff. And like, I just, what like when you, I guess, kind of like, are you more so approaching others, or do you have other people coming up to you a lot now because like it's been so successful?
Both. So, okay, I'm gonna say it. One of my next ones is John Morrison that I did.
Nice, friend of the show.
What?
He's a friend of the show. He's been on before. Great guy.
Best guy ever. Love him. Like, he's class act to a T. That's what I wanted before going to the show. I'm like, he's awesome and he has charisma. I want to do one with him. That one fell right in my lap too. I didn't even need to really ask. It just came about. He asked me, like, do you do content with these? Like, he saw the belt. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. You know. I'm like, thank you very much. He's like, do you want one? No. Like, that's just. I don't want to ruin it. That's a great character. He goes, do you do content with it? And I'm like, funny you should ask. You know. So we got one. I'm releasing that one next week. He was very into it. He loved the character. We had so much fun doing these promo. We had so much fun. But as to answer your question better, lately it's been a lot of them asking me, sort of, or me asking them. It's like 50-50 more so, right? People who want to get their name out there, who are like fans of it or love the spot, they ask me, and I try to help. Yeah, I said, okay, cool. Like I did one with Chris Bonet at like a arcade thing, and I had to run around the arcade like a batshit crazy energy drink addict, but it worked, and I hope it helped in some way. I hope we got some followers. Hope we got some eyes on him because he's newer. He wants to branch out there, and I feel like I could offer more, which I try to get people booked, but to offer to help people other than getting them booked, I try to include them in a promo, get them character out there, get people laugh with them. So the EC3 one and the Fala Ba one, no plan. Just let's do a thing. Offer you a drink, see where it goes, and that's most of these promos. Most of them, it's literally let's just be our character. I'm not even a character. I am who I am, but let's just be ourselves and see where it takes us. And that's what happens. And it finds its way every time, without fail. It finds its way to where it needs to find its way to, and it's natural. And I would say probably 99.99% of them are one take.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Easy.
Like one take. Literally. It's been I can't even remember a time when I had one more take. Literally. I can't even remember a time. But having one with Tommy Dreamer was like it's just crazy to see how the people I've done them with, it's just so cool to intertwine the characters that we have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the beauty of it. Me and Mr. Kennedy, we had a ball on ours. It went 2 minutes, but it was just so natural and just so like, all right. Because he's somebody who gave me advice on his character when I first started doing it 2 years ago in North Carolina. Yeah, and over time, we discussed it. He gave me advice on it. He liked it. He enjoyed it. He's like, this is really cool, right? Yeah, so I saw him at the show, and I'm like, so I do these promos. He saw the promos. Like, oh, these promos are really good. Like, I've been watching them. They're really good. I said, oh, thank you very much. Would you want to do one with me? And he's like, yeah, I'd love to. After the show, we'll go outside. We'll do something. And he was more so along the lines of like, let's just do it and see where it takes us. And Mr. Kennedy is somebody who could cut a damn promo, like one of the top 10 promos, I would say, 15 promos in the world. Like he's and his character is just phenomenal. Like, so that to me was awesome to be able to hang with him in a backstage type promo that was on the fly. You know what I mean? So I would attest and say that these promos have helped me grow a lot too in terms of on the fly stuff and learning on the fly and this character and how to use it in ways that I wouldn't have done before. So I feel like I'm kind of like becoming like a mastermind. You know what I mean? With these characters, like it's just like there's just so much you could do and so many infinite possibilities. Like Crowbar, for example. Crowbar is a pro. I will say this till I'm red in the face. One of the best human beings I've ever met in my life. He liked the character. I was like, yo, want to meet up and do a thing together? Like, he's like, he has his own promo. He has his, like, the backdrop, like the gray. He has his own promo deal. So I'm like, this only makes sense, And we did it on the fly, and it was just chef's kiss, So these are things that I'm very excited about doing, and the people that I have a few more to be released. I'm very excited to release them.
I have to ask about one specific one with one specific person. One of my favorite wrestlers, non-ironically, Big Dick Bob Fish, where you fed him the sushi with the G Fuel, and you hit the line perfectly. I give you a lot of credit for your timing on that. And you're just like, huh? Where's the lie? Oh, it was good. It got me. I love that one. Absolutely love that one.
Thank you. That was so much fun, bro. That one was that. So Bobby Fish, I would say he is somebody who I've known for a long time. He's watched me since I'm 16 years old, right? And if someone's watching who's a new wrestler, take that drive and give that vet or legend or TV guy a ride to the airport if they need one. When I was 17, I was driving to the airport after a show. He had like the red-eye flight. I did it. Learned so much from him. stayed in touch, right? So see how that works. And over time, we stay in touch throughout the years, his WWE run, AEW run, etc. And he's somebody who's very, very willing to give his time and help you grow. Very good person, in my opinion. So that weekend with the match we had, the promo we had, it just made sense. And there's no way I wasn't dipping G Fuel and fishing G Fuel. Like, that was something I had to do. I thought that was genius. I was like, I have to do something with sushi because Bobby Fish, you kidding me? You know what I mean? Like, I have to do something with there. And to dip it in G Fuel is just like, it's weird, but that's the whole point. You know what I mean? And to feed it to him, that was on the fly too. Like, that one was like, he could not eat it. I literally like put it right into his mouth. I feel bad. I feel bad they're shoving it into his mouth, but it made sense for the spot.
Yes. Worth it.
It was such a good promo. Yeah, you just toss the soy sauce, like, got it. I'm a genius. Just dip it. And he sold it well when you shoved it into his mouth. And then again, when you hit the line, I popped so big when you hit the line. It's like, I'm glad. That's good. That's good. That's one of my favorite ones. I know that one was a few months ago. That's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, he's
you also, I was gonna say you wrestled Bobby Fish. If you want to talk about that, I mean, I'm assuming this was all at the same time. This was back in September, so
yeah, he is. He's a fighter. He's really talented. We had a really good match. You can watch it on IWTV. Just type in Bobby Fish with Vinny Pacifico. He is somebody who I would say very underrated in the sense of charisma.
Mm-hmm.
His in-ring work is bar none, but his charisma, like the way we did that promo, the way we interacted was just really good. He is somebody who definitely deserves more credit for his charisma and for his personality, because a lot of these guys have a lot of personality. Like Morrison, for example, like he's known for like his wrestling, his look, he looks great, but his charisma is on point. If you see it, he's done some movies, he's done some other like types of vignette stuff with his whatever he does, but Morrison is also someone who's phenomenal to work with.
I mean, Morrison, he walks out there and he oozes charisma. That's like kind of just Morrison's whole thing, especially in WWE with the slow-mo shot and everything.
Oh, that was perfect. Yeah,
it was good stuff.
That's my dad's favorite wrestler. My dad loves John Morrison and Rey Mysterio and Jeff Hardy.
Good list.
Good option. Yeah. My dad is like funny as heck. But yeah, those are his favorite wrestlers.
Do you have any, like, it's rather than a dream opponent, like a dream like skit like person to do stuff with?
Definitely Bryan Danielson, because I think that'd be hilarious. The vegan aspect of it. You know what I mean? Like, he's vegan.
Yeah,
This is vegan. No, it's not. Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah.
Danielson hates vlogs though. Like he doesn't like do it.
It's a promo, buddy.
I know it's not a vlog, but like he doesn't like just camera stuff like that. He might just like kick the can away from you. So I mean, like, if you can do it, that's a dream promo for me to see. So I think everyone knows my opinion on Bryan Danielson. So
best of all time, I would say Bryan, and for some weird reason, Undertaker. I feel like that'd be really crazy to do it with him.
Yeah,
that would be an interesting one.
I just feel like, or I could be like, because there's this one G Fuel flavor that looks like Kane. Have you seen it?
What's the flavor?
No, I don't think I know what you're talking about.
The can looks like Kane.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
Look up, Pootie Pie G Fuel flavor.
Okay. Right, I'm looking up.
Dude, the bro fist. Yeah,
I'm looking this up right now. Yeah, I can see it. The Ligonberry.
No, is it red and black?
Yeah, it's red and black.
It's like Kane, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So it's a PewDiePie can. That's the flavor.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
That's funny to me.
That looks like Kane.
Undertaker or Kane in a promo. Or Kurt Angle with the milk. There's just so much you could do. You know what I mean? Like, come on, right?
Vinny, tell us about your upcoming match with Charlie Haas.
Ooh, that's gonna be fun as heck. That is gonna be North Carolina, Cary, North Carolina for FWE, February 3rd. Vinny versus Charlie Haas. It's a match I never saw coming, but got the text, got the email. Hey, I want to book you for this match. I think it'll be different. I think it'll be really good because it'll show more of your technical stuff. And, you have to hang with somebody who's a lot taller than you. And I said, bring it. I'm always down for a challenge, always down to grow, and always down to learn from people who are better than me.
Like that. This is kind of random, and I just curious. I know you wrestled Facade recently, like fairly recently. Yes. He's someone who I think is like really underrated. I've been watching him for it feels like forever. Like I mean, he's like a veteran that like I just feel like I was watching him like the Nashville Fairgrounds years ago, and I remember thinking back then like he was so different and talented. If you wanted to kind of speak to him and maybe some other like maybe underrated people out there that you see out there that maybe don't get enough kind of love from the fan base.
Facade is definitely one of them. He's been around. He has been around. He's done some really cool things, but I think he deserves more love. Definitely. Who else do I believe deserves some more love?
I know I'm putting you on the spot here, like to name names, but
no, I definitely think Smiley. His name is Smiley. He's a luchador type, but he's just one of the best bases I've ever worked with in wrestling. He's mostly out of Northeast scene, but he is somebody who I think should be everywhere. Smiley Fairchild, Smiley Lucha, social media. He is somebody I've done 2 promos with him. I think he's just in the ring. He's one of the most innovative talents I've ever worked with in my life. Anthony Gangone, also someone who's extremely innovative in the ring. I wrestled him recently in October, I believe. And oh my God, his character, horror, right? Sort of thing. We did a spot in the match. I drank the energy drink, right? He grabbed my hand and forced me to drown on my energy drink. Right?
That's
something
smart.
Different. And that's how he beat me. He took the drink and put, you know what I mean? And that was it. Finished. And he is somebody who is so obviously innovative and just so crisp in his wrestling. He deserves so much more love too. There's more people I want to mention because this is a good question and I want to give people their flowers. Logan Black, 100%. He is a veteran. He's helped train me here and there. We've had some really good matches together. He's also the trainer of T2T. Those kids have an amazing trainer, and they know they do. They respect him, and they appreciate him greatly. Asriel.
You wrestled him recently as well.
Yes, he is phenomenal. He is someone I love wrestling. He's somebody who definitely deserves way more love than he gets. I'll tell you that much. Cheeseburger, as you know, he gets love, but he always deserves love. And last but not least, Rhett Titus. One of my best friends, not biased. He is impeccable shape always, never changes, which is a testament to how dedicated he really is to this craft and professional wrestling. And he deserves some serious recognition and serious love. He's had some really good spots at Ring of Honor lately, and every time makes the most of every opportunity. And I believe that's so important in wrestling. To every opportunity you're given. Thankfully, blessed with some amazing opportunities that I have. I'm very grateful. But every opportunity, whether it's big, small, whether it's a podcast, whether it's an article online that you're writing, whether it's anything, a promo, anything you're doing, I say make the absolute most of every opportunity. So for me, these promos are created from thin air. So I'm creating something from nothing. I believe that's something that could be applied to a lot of wrestlers and a lot of people. So I would always say, or people who are newer than me, who want advice or whatever, make something from nothing and make the most of every opportunity you're given, big, small, or huge. Make the most every time.
Vinny, last one before we let you go. Last time you were on here, we did about 20 minutes on candles. We don't quite have that much time, but do you have any candles near you?
Yes. Hold on.
Okay.
My
wife was such a big fan.
Oh. I was in Japan on Christmas. Gave it to my wife. She held it for me to open. And this is a flavor I've wanted for the longest time. don't know why it's still in this. I already opened it. Oh, it smells so good. Wait. Pumpkin pecan waffle.
Pumpkin pecan waffles. Wow.
That sounds good.
Oh my God. I'll put this on right after this podcast. And then I got this for my wedding gift. Midnight Magic.
Okay.
Don't know what it is.
What's it smell like?
Oh, it smells like men's cologne. It says
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Stone Sage. Like, think of like an Axe body wash.
Okay.
That you wear and they take in the shower. Think about that.
Okay.
Let me think. I have this one right here. This is my favorite one. Oh, and this one. I have a small one too. This one is it's hug. I don't know what that means. It means just like give a hug or something like that.
Yeah, just hug.
Yeah, why not? I love. Who doesn't love?
Like you need to lean deeper in it than that. Just hug.
Yeah, and then I have. See, it's been used so much lately. It's advent calendar flavor.
Oh, that's it. Just like chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That sounds good, actually. Yeah.
It's so good. I leave that. So it went up to here. I bought it last year, but like I used it for December, January, and I for a while I just like used other ones because it was like seasonal. But like lately, I'm just like using this one like half of like chocolate. It's so good, so good.
So you have all these cool options. Like I go to the store and I usually buy a candle and then like I use it for like 2 or 3 days. It burns completely out. Then I go get another one from like Walmart for, on the $10 rack or whatever. But I need to get more variety of candles in my life. One last question I have for you. This is a very important question. Now, before I ask this, I need to preface, are you up to date with like the products of like AEW and WWE? Like, do you keep up with that as well? Like as a fan at all?
I try to. Lately, I haven't been so much because I've been so busy with Japan and Christmas and the holidays. I've been
understood. And it's okay if you don't have an answer for this or an opinion, but The Rock returned yesterday, and like it's a pretty big topic for this is being recorded on Tuesday. It's going to be aired on Thursday. And there's a lot of concern that Cody Rhodes may get boxed out of the spot with Roman Reigns. If you had to make a guess right now, like as a fan, like a lifelong wrestling fan that's also a wrestler themselves, do you think the main event of WrestleMania this year should be? I know it's 2 nights, but like assuming just one option for Roman, do you think it's Cody and Roman or Cody and The Rock at WrestleMania this year?
You see, it being 2 nights.
Now, answer truthfully.
We gotta assume Roman wrestles once. Roman's only got one match. We gotta assume
Roman gets one match. Who's he facing?
Who's he facing?
Listen, Cody would be awesome because Cody's the man. I love him, but I just think for the sake of ticket sales, drawing the story of
it's good seeing you again, Vinny. We're gonna have to. I'm messing with you. I know where you're going with this. I know where you're going with this. The Rock's the biggest match ever. The Rock and Roman's humongous. I know.
You can't go wrong with either match, I feel like. Because Cody definitely has this story going for him. He has the whole background of everything that he's doing. I understand that. But I just feel as if, like, honestly, I would just say have the Cody match this year. And then why not build SummerSlam and have the biggest SummerSlam ticket sales ever and have The Rock and Roman SummerSlam, no title.
I'm in for that. I think that's a great idea, Vinny. Thank you.
Vinny, you're welcome back now.
It's a good solution. I forget. Yeah, disregard everything I said just a second ago about kicking you out early. No, there's also like a line of thinking that maybe they'll do Roman and The Rock at in Australia. I think is like Elimination Chambers, Australia.
That could be cool too.
So I want to get your opinion on this in all honesty, because like it's going to be a big topic that we're going to be talking about live before everyone sees this interview. So like we'll be talking a lot about this, and since you actually wrestle, it'd be cool to get your opinion on it. So there's no wrong answer there. I am a giant mark for Cody Rhodes. I
love Cody.
So thanks. Yeah, me too. Cool.
He's phenomenal. He's a great guy too. I met him a few times and talked to him a few times during my time in Ring of Honor. He was like on his way out, and he was always a pleasure to be around. He was like always. So there's people in wrestling. I'm gonna give you a small list of people real quick before we go, because I know you got to go. There's like 5 people that I would say being around them, you feel better. right? Good vibes. They're good people, and they're genuine to be around. Ready? Rocky Romero. Every time I was backstage at AEW talking to Rocky Romero, and I just felt like I also had him. We wrestled each other, and we were in the car for a little while, and just nothing but the best vibes. And Rocky is somebody who is favorite people inside and outside the ring, probably one of the best in the world, right? Always great vibes. Rhett, always great vibes. We laugh nonstop, me and Rhett. Like we could hang out together and laugh more than we talk. Cheeseburger, vibes, immaculate. Every time, always good to be around. We talk every single day of our lives. We're like best friends. I see him all the time. He trained me too. Mike Bailey, vibes, and just always a pleasure to be around and a joy. And Paul London, somebody who I've been around, and Bobby Fish and John. I could go, and John Morrison and Kennedy. I could go on and on. These people are just great to be around, and Gangrel, great to be around and great to pick their brains. So of the list of guys, if you're watching and you want to get some advice, go to them because they will. If you're a good person and you're a good talent, they will give you their time and they will help you. You will learn. I promise. I've done it. I've gotten better for it, and it's something that I still do to this day, where I pick brains and get advice because you can never stop learning. And every day, try to get one step closer to learn something new. So these people who are great people, I believe, love them to death, and I feel like they want the new generation to learn and do their best.
I love hearing that. And just for what it's worth, if Cheeseburger ever sees this, before Fightful ever existed, I believe, it was such a random thing. I was walking downtown Nashville in a Shinsuke Nakamura shirt when Nakamura was still in New Japan. It was just like black King of Strong Style Shinsuke Nakamura shirt. And somebody completely random stopped me on the street and was like, yeah, Nakamura. And I like double took and I was like, is that Cheeseburger? And then like I went and got a picture with him. And he was great. Like super nice. So
send me a picture. If you have it, send pictures with me. It's great.
Yeah, I have the picture somewhere. I will send that to you. Yeah, cool. Absolutely.
Vinny, we appreciate you joining us here tonight. Let everybody know where they can find you at.
Twitter, Vinny Pacifico 1. Twitter is where everything goes. My most important app because that's how wrestling is. Twitter's number 1. Vinny Pacifico 1. Twitter. Instagram is just Vinny Pacifico. Facebook, Vinny Pacifico. And I'm not that active on it, but TikTok is Vinny Pacifico. Soon to have Twitch, right?
Yeah, maybe Kick. You might want to look into kick.com as well. They're the ones giving out the big streamer contracts right now. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Cool. Hell yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much for having me, guys, today. I know today was a busy day for you both, and I know that we all had a busy day, so I'm very glad we were able to get together and talk and spit some game about wrestling. You know, it's what makes us do what we do, right? Love for the game.
Yes,
Vinny,
we appreciate it.
Thank you. It's always good to talk to you, buddy.
Thank you.
We've done plenty of shows with you coming on in the weeds, which is always appreciated. And then, we maybe sometimes
Joel
here and there. Joel sucks.
Oh gosh, that guy.
We're gonna bury Joel on the way out of here.
Yeah, he's terrible. He's
What's
awful.
He doing?
Yeah, Canadian. I mean, yeah, just terrible. Vinny,
you're getting him fed. He content farmed your tweet.
He did
for engagement.
Oh my god,
engagement. Yeah,
he did.
400,000 views. He got.
You gotta fight him. Like you gotta punch him next time you see him.
He leached.
I'm gonna go to Canada.
Dude, he leached your clout, Vinny. He leached your clout.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go to Canada and drag him out of his. Nah, I'm kidding.
No, do it. A lot of wrestlers want to beat him up. A lot of wrestlers do want to beat him up. Oh yeah, Steve Macklin, Tasha Steelz.
Oh my gosh,
dangerous people.
Ricky Shane Page.
A lot
of wrestlers want to
beat you up.
By the time this airs, Richard Holiday might want to beat him up. That's going to be my goal for tomorrow. So I'll try to make that happen. Vinny, we appreciate it, buddy. Take care. Good luck with everything in the new year. I know we'll be talking plenty coming up, guys. Thank you for joining us. Follow Vinny. All the links are below. Go check it out. And guys, we'll be right back here on the Spotlight.